Alright, so I'm here at my hunting spot. Right up in that tree. Let's see if I can zoom in. There it goes. Alright, that's the start of my blind. And this weekend I'm planning to hide it a bit better. By that I mean put up some brush, conceal it a little bit better than it is now. And what it overlooks is this area here, which has a lot of blackberries and an apple tree. And it just so happens that deer love apple. So what I want to do is clear this area out a bit. I want to leave the blackberries, but some of these other trees, little bushes, shrubs, alders, all that sort of stuff. I want a good clearing here so that I can see. I actually have another decent sized clearing right over here through this little path. A little rough. Right over here. Oh, I see a wild beast. There's a wild beast over here. What is this wild beast? There he is. Wild beast in his natural habitat. Anyway, this clearing here is not bad at all. It's a little close to the tree. So obviously I'd be hoping that they go to the apple tree, but I will put a pile of apples and carrots here as well, just to see if they'll, come to either one. This would be a much easier shot, but I'd probably be a lot more easily detectable as well. Anyway, I'm gonna work on clearing a little bit, probably do some more tomorrow, and we'll see what the final result is. So I'm actually under the apple tree right now. This is it here. And as you can see, it's actually a natural convergence point. There's paths that have been worn down by the deer. 3, 4, 5 directions. So perfect spot to be watching from that tree. Alright, so here's the finished product. Much thinned out. You can see the ground again. And my apple pile will go somewhere right around here. So when they come out of these paths and get to the apples, with any luck, I should be able to see them. Direct line of sight from my blind. Tomorrow, I'll actually climb up in the blind and take some footage from up there to see what you can see, check line of sights, and actually add a little bit to it. See you then. Alright, so it's the next day, and, well, here I am. It was kind of threatening to rain, it was a little bit misty, and there were a ton of mosquitoes around. Crazy mosquitoes. So I kept my hood up and long sleeves and long pants, because, you don't want to get eaten alive while you're trying to do this. So here I tied a hammer to a rope, and my intention is to get it up over a branch. A lucky shot. And what I want to do is tie a bunch of branches or fronds from a tree to this rope so that I can pull them up to the blind. The blind is about 20 feet up. It doesn't look like it from here just because of perspective, but it's actually quite a ways up. And now I need to find some branches. Branches? Where are you, branches? Let's go this way. Branches! There we go. Alright, so these are actually really heavy, and I've lugged them from a ways away because I didn't want to be, too obvious in where I am. Plus, none of the branches around here were really that full, and I wanted nice full branches to use as camouflage. So, now I have to get them up the tree. And that means tying them to that rope, and first I have to lug them over there. Well, let's get lugging. Okay, so I finished tying them. Now I have to climb the tree. Now, I was always a tree climber when I was a kid, so it's kind of like riding a bicycle. But I honestly haven't climbed a tree for a long time. Just pulling the hammer down a little bit so I can tighten up the rope a little bit.
It's an older blind. I didn't build it. It was actually here on my property. I've actually located 7 deer blinds on my property at this point. It's a very popular spot. And in fact, I constantly see deer. On the night that I'm actually doing this voiceover, I saw some in the field at the back end of my property near the ocean. I saw 4. And we have to heave. Heave! These are really heavy. And if that looks a little bit unstable, well, it is. Thumbs up.
Alright, so I'm now up a tree. I'm in my deer blind. There's my camera filming me from the ground. I haven't put up the fronds yet. I'm going to do that shortly. But I just wanted to show you my view from the stand. So that's the apple tree over there. And that hole in the middle is where I've cleared. And I can tell already that I have a little bit more clearing I want to do off to the side here, so that I can see a bigger field of well, a bigger area that I can see a field of view for the deer. So that will be another project. It's not a big project, it should only take 5-10 minutes, but it's important because I really want to get a good line of sight there. And obviously if they're down here, they're very close. Super easy to see everything because that's wide open. So I'm going to get to work putting up some of this stuff to conceal myself here, and I'll show you the finished product from the ground.
So I decided to use the hammer and some nails that I had to basically just tap these into some of the branches that are already there. And that's basically what I'm doing. The tree is alive and fairly healthy, but a lot of the branches are old and cut. I think they were cut by whoever set up the blind in the first place for, well, better line of sight and also for handholds to climb. So, yeah, I'm just going to nail these down, and that way they shouldn't go anywhere. And I'll do it in such a way that helps me to be concealed while I'm sitting in the blind.
Alright, so this is the new view. Now, I know, can't see a whole lot from where I'm pointing the camera, but if you were the scope right now, that's what you'd be seeing. So I have a branch right here for me to rest my arm on, and of course that's my hunting spot. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. I put one up so it kind of hides, and over here, and my backdrop is pretty good as well, so I think that'll be that. Hopefully it's enough, and we'll see in hunting season. And this is what it looks like from the ground. Not too bad. I would be behind that mass, and even if I was still wearing my bright hunter's orange, I think I'd be pretty easy to miss. Pretty happy with that. I think that'll do for this season. I could probably add a couple more pieces of branches. May do that. I have a few more cuts, so might drag them up the next time I go, but yeah, pretty pleased with that.
Last but not least, here's some footage of me doing some prep work for hunting for pheasants and partridge. Basically what I wanted to do was open up the trail a little bit here so that I had some better line of sight if there's anything lurking off to the sides. Pheasant and partridge, they will be drawn in to the center of the trail because I'm going to be doing what they call salting the trail, i.e. dropping seed piles here and there just to kind of lure them in. And if they're kind of off to the sides with this cleared like that, I should be able to see. Well, that's the plan anyway. If only it actually went this fast. It's a lot of work, but ultimately I think it'll be worth it once hunting season begins and I can actually see what's going on. my trusty brush axe, a very useful tool. It's in the bill hook style, so you can actually use it to grab things as well. It has a hooked end. Fantastic tool. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.